everyone. Welcome to this live channeling. I'm Paige Apgar. I'm an energy healer and a channel. What you're in for today is going to be a guided meditation with a channeled piece. So what that means is I'm going to lead you into the meditation. It'll be just a short guided piece, probably up to about 10 minutes. And you can follow along with that if you like. If you don't want to, that's also okay. And then I will open up to whatever being, high vibrational being that has your highest good at heart is present and would like to speak. So I'm a conscious channel, and what that means is that when they speak, they come through in a lot of different ways. Hey, Barbs. So sometimes they come through with images, sensation. Sometimes it's just a sense of knowing of something, a message. Sometimes it's specific words. And what I do is synthesize all of that. So I'm in the moment synthesizing what's coming through and bringing it through for you. I never know exactly who is going to come through in this format like we're doing here today. So that's kind of exciting. We just find out in the moment. And of course, I have no idea what the message will be. And again, that's something that just comes through in the moment. So if you are on live, go ahead and say hello. It's always nice to know who's here. And if you have comments or questions, you can ask those. Before we get into the meditation, I will also leave some time after the meditation for more questions. And of course, if you're watching this after the fact, please do post your questions and comments. I will definitely get back to you. So today, like I said, I don't know who's going to come through, and we'll just see who that is. As far as what you need to do, you really don't need to do much usually with these. All you need to do is be open to receiving. In these sessions, a lot of times there's an energetic transmission that comes through. I'm going to say actually in all of them, there is some level of energetic transmission that's coming through. Sometimes there's only one being present. Sometimes there are multiple beings present. You may be wondering what the energetic transition is. What does that mean for you? What that means is that there's energy coming through and it's coming into your system. So you're going to be worked with, you'll be receiving that energy, and the beings who are present will actually be working with you so that you're able to integrate that energy, so to really take it into your system. Some of you may have done the meditations on the Insight Timer that I hold once a month. Those are specifically Metatron meditations. And if you haven't done those, I invite you to do that with me. The next one is coming up in the middle of March. I have set the date, but I don't remember what it is right now. So if you're interested, go to the Insight Timer. That's the website, Insight Timer. Search for me and follow me there. I don't believe you can see the live events that are coming up without following me. So I think you have to take that step, and then you'll get the notifications. Hi, Lisa. So in those particular meditations, there's a big focus on creating a field. We always create a field together. And everyone who's present is an active participant in anchoring the field. Those meditations are a little bit more active or actively involved than this one will be. And probably the ones I do here on YouTube will all be similar to this one, in that we won't be creating such a big field together because there aren't so many people on live yet. Maybe, down the road, we'll have more people joining live. But for now, we'll probably have more people who are watching this after the fact. Now, another thing I want to say is that you will still receive the energy if you're watching it after the fact. So it's great if you can be present doing it in the moment. It may be a little bit stronger if you're doing it in the moment, but you will still get the energy after the fact, and you will still be connected to those beings that are coming through, and they will still work with you while you're listening to it after the fact. So you may have seen that with channeled information before, whether it's written or in video. there's a frequency that comes with the information. And whether you're reading it or listening to it on audio or watching in a video, you're receiving that frequency. And when you receive that frequency, you're connected. You're connected to those beings. So again, you're still getting that full effect. Okay, let me see if I have any other things I want to tell you. And of course, if you have any questions, do put them up. Let's see. I think that's it. I will tell you when we're done. So here's something else. We'll have the message, and then I will wait until I get confirmation that the transmission and the meditation is complete, and that's when I will close the meditation. So often there is a period of silence following the message. So I encourage you to stay on for that. That tends to be a time when you're really absorbing a lot of the frequency. So do stay on for that if you can. If you can't stay for the whole thing, you will still be connected. You will still receive. So don't worry about that. And if you jump in late, again, you'll still receive. So just the connection is already strong. But of course, the longer you stay in it, the more deeply you go in it. And if you're in a deeper meditative state, it just helps you to really absorb and deepen your own experience. And of course, ultimately, what we're doing in all of these meditations is working on our own vibration. So as you're taking in these higher frequencies, you make a little bit of a shift. So there's a cumulative effect over time. Every time you shift a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And that is the process of raising frequency or raising vibration. So over time, as you do this, you may start to feel some changes in your own life and just how you feel on a daily basis. I just had somebody tell me actually yesterday, sent me a really beautiful email. She had done some of the insight timer meditations, and she talked about how she was able to tap back into that energy so easily. And it's such a beautiful energy when you feel these things and really be able to carry it through her day, and these beautiful states of bliss would come back to her. So that is one of the gifts of doing this kind of thing, connecting to these energies that are coming in. And again, I always only work with high vibrational energies that have our highest good at heart. So I set that intention for this meditation. I will probably say it when we go into the meditation. And I encourage you to set that intention for your own field, that you only receive guidance from those energies that have your highest good at heart. What was I was just going to say something else and now I forgot it. Maybe it'll come back to me. Okay. One last thing. While we go into the guided piece, I'm just going to do sort of a standard meditation, nothing fancy about what I'm doing. There's no special breath work. You don't need to focus on any part of your system or sit any particular way. You can be sitting or lying down, whatever is comfortable. You may feel your body needing to release energy, shaking. You may get emotion coming up. You may feel sensations. All of that is normal. And I encourage you to move if you need to move. So if something is trying to move and needs some shifting so that it can release, then it's a good idea to do that. While we're going into the meditation, I may get some guidance to focus on a certain area, like a certain chakra. If I do, I will definitely, let you know. So we'll bring that up in the beginning part. Okay. So that's it. I think that we can go ahead and get started. I'm going to get myself comfortable and settle in. And you may notice my breath doing some funny things. That's just what it does when it moves energy. So please don't be alarmed. And you don't need to do that with your breath. So let's just come into the space together. And bring awareness to the breath. Settle in where you are. Get yourself comfortable. Stretch and move your body as needed as you settle in. I'm following the breath in and out. Bringing awareness to yourself in the space. And slowing the breath down just a bit. And settling in more and more with each breath in and out. We use the breath to bring us into the present moment. If you feel yourself getting pulled into thoughts, distractions, you can use your breath to bring yourself back. And now let's begin to expand our awareness beyond the limitations of the physical body. Expanding into the room around you. And feeling into the energy of the room. And now feeling into the energy of the day, whatever time it is for you. And notice how the energy of the day changes throughout the day. Let's see what you notice as you begin to tune into these subtleties. And tuning into your own internal state. Noticing what you're carrying today. Releasing anything that you don't want to bring into the meditation with you. And continuing to tune into your breath. Staying with awareness of the breath. And now opening to a receptive state. Expanded. And preparing to receive guidance, wisdom, and transmissions from those beings that have your highest good at heart. Trusting that all is well. We have the Pleiadians today. Yes, we would like for you to know that all is well. Despite what you see in your world, despite the actions that occur around you, we would wish for you to understand that within you, within your own system, in your own state, all can be well. It is you who determine. You who determine your own internal state. You who determine how you will receive the news that you watch on TV, how you will receive what is happening around you. You see, there is nothing wrong with continuing to be well. In fact, you help others much more. You increase frequency and vibration around you. You aid humanity when you are able to remain well, despite what you see is happening around you. This is quite the challenge. This is the challenge that humanity is facing right now and always. How to overcome fear, how to overcome adversity, how to overcome the strong emotions that are created in reaction to events, to happenings, to situations, to circumstance. It is for you to decide, each and every one of you, how you will carry yourselves through each of these events and circumstances. How will you carry yourself? Will you continue to hold joy? Or will you disallow this joy because of the circumstances that you see? Will you decide that joy is not appropriate? We tell you, dear ones, it is always appropriate to carry joy because joy has the capacity to transform not only your internal state, but in doing so, to transform the internal states of those with whom you come in contact. And you know that the more of you who carry a certain vibration, the more this will be passed and transmitted to the others around you. You know that these emotions that are carried create a ripple effect. If there is fear, there will be a ripple of fear. If there is anger, there will be ripples of anger. You see this all the time. You see this in your society. You watch this on your internet. You watch this in your social media feeds. The ripples, the waves, as they change and shift and move in reaction. We ask you to remove yourselves from the constant up and down, these roller coasters of reaction. Do you see the chaos that this creates? See with us from above. Reactions moving one way and the other, like ping pong, back and forth, creating another small explosion, another reaction here. What if you were to maintain a steady state, holding a higher vibration for yourself and for those around you and for those who you see in disadvantaged situations? You may hold intentions for those. Instead of mirroring back the fear that is being projected, you can greet that fear with something higher. You can hold an intention for something better, for a positive outcome, for a shift. It is so easy to be caught in your emotions. It is so easy to be pulled into the whirlwind that is created when so many come together with so many emotions, throwing them all into the pot and stirring it. Do you see how when you get pulled in, you lose sight of your own state? You lose your own capacity to remain stable and balanced. We wish for you to understand that this is not necessary. It is entirely possible for you to remain in a constant state, to remain uplifted. Yes, it is work. Yes, it takes practice. You say, but we feel so much compassion. We feel so much pain. We understand the suffering. We feel the hearts of these people who are suffering. And we say, yes, this is the human condition. And yes, compassion is good. Yes, it is good to feel the hearts of others, to understand the hearts of others. And imagine if you could give something back to those hearts. What would it be? What would you give? You certainly would not want to give fear back, correct? Would you want to send in anger and hatred? No. Would you send in soothing, love, kindness, compassion? Yes. You may lift yourselves up. There is nothing that keeps you from doing this but yourselves. You believe you need something to teach you, to support you, to help you to understand this process. But how does this work? It is innate within you. You are beings of light. You are naturally capable of maintaining a state of light. You must unload these things that weigh you down. You must unload your old beliefs. You must unload the things that constrain you, that keep you from moving into higher states. You must unload your old battles, your wounds, your angers, your hurts. For they do you no good when they continue to keep you trapped in cycles. Make yourselves light. Experience your lives from a place of lightness. Oh, it is so much better. You will enjoy it so much more. And you will change yourself and assist those around you in shifting their perspective, their way of being, when you are able to do this. And yes, it does take practice, but oh, the reward is wonderful. It is worth the effort, as you say. Be in your beauty, dear ones. Know yourselves as beautiful beings of light. Choose to be in this understanding. Choose to experience yourself in this way. Expand your light so that it surrounds you, so that it moves into the room around you. In your humanity, there has been much suffering. There has been much war, many conflicts over thousands of years. There is much patterning that you hold within the field of humanity around these conflicts. And the exit is the release of this patterning. And the release is when you release yourself by allowing yourself to hold a higher state. This is the transformation of humanity that you have waited for, that you have hoped for. But you see, it comes from within. It is not something that you are waiting to happen to you. The energy is supporting this change. But you must take the step, each and every one of you. You must accept your ability to take this step. It is through you that the transformation occurs. Know yourselves, dear ones. Know yourselves. And when you're ready, you can begin to bring yourselves back. Please take your time, be aware of the transition. Remember that you can move easily between states. You don't need to leave one completely to go back into a completely different state. See if you can't create some nice flow between these states as you come back. And as you're coming back, if you have questions or comments, feel free to put those up. If you'd like to share anything that you experienced, you're welcome to. And we'll just take a minute for everybody to come back completely. You might need to wiggle fingers and toes. Bring yourself back into your body, feeling grounded and present in the room, feeling the weight of your body. The Pleiadians were with us in the last Insight Timer meditation, and they've been coming through since then a couple of times. Barb's is feeling peaceful and pure. How nice. Your cat loved the energy too. Yeah, animals do. You'll notice they'll shift during these meditations. And you felt healing hands. That's wonderful. You are very welcome. Yeah, the Pleiadian energy is a very light. It's a very fine. It feels almost delicate. Sort of a very finely tuned vibration. Uplifting, for sure. Inspiring. It has that kind of feel to it. Okay, and I see there are a few of you there who probably aren't logged in. So I'll just say thank you, everyone, for joining me. I think that was a really good message for today, for right now, for the times that we are in. A good reminder to keep ourselves in a good place, because in that way we support everyone around us and things that are happening at a distance, because of course we're all connected. Hi, Kirsty. You are very welcome. Glad you are here. So like I said, there's an Insight Timer meditation coming up next week, I think, or the week after. Hi, Liz. And you can follow me there to find that. Subscribe here if you want to be notified of the next live channeling here. And if you did enjoy this video, please do like it. It helps. And if there are any of you who are interested in going a level deeper with this kind of work, I am about to start a group. It's a small group. We're starting next week. We'll be meeting twice a month on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time for 3 months. And in that group, we're going to be receiving probably quite intense transmissions. I would say more intense than this one today. In order to really push you forward. So if you are ready to kind of take that leap into shifting your vibration, really giving it a push, then that group might be for you. So if you're interested, you can reach out to me by email, or you can go to my website. I have information there on my events page about it. Again, it starts next week, so this is the week to sign up. It's kind of down to the wire. I've got a couple of spaces left. And of course, you can always reach out to me by email if you have questions or something that you're curious about. Hi, Lucy. You're very welcome. Thanks for joining. And Alberto. Okay, I think that's it for today then. So I hope that you all carry this energy with you. You can tune back into it. You can connect with the Pleiadians whenever you would like to. You just ask to connect. And the same goes with all these energies that we connect with. You just always want to make sure that you set the intention to connect with things that have your highest good at heart. But then the sky's the limit. You can connect to all kinds of great beneficial energies, loving energies, things that will gladly share their vibration with you because they want to see humanity move forward. They want to see us move out of chaos and conflict and struggle and into a higher state. You're welcome, Lisa. And that is why we're here, right? That is why we do these things. That's why I do these things, at least. So I thank you again for joining me. And if you'd like to know more about me and my work, you can go to Soulsight Energy Healing. That's my website. I believe I have the link in the description. If it's not there yet, I'll add it. And I will see you here next month or on the Insight Timer for more channelings. Okay, have a great few weeks, everyone, and take care. Have a good rest of your day or evening. Bye-bye for now.